more stuff in the capital, or start moving past that to get that weird whip for Keith?
We have done everything we absolutely need to do. We do need to get the Golden Order Principia from the Erdtree Sanctuary. So I'm going to go up there and do that. That will give us regression so that we can do the regression puzzle.
Cool.
My controller was broken, but actually this room just doesn't let you fight.
Erdtree Sanctuary is the room where we fought Godfrey. It's slightly... Godfrey's ghost, I should say. It is slightly to the right of the capital.
Got it.
It's like in the glow of the tree.
Yeah.
But not the one that's actually off in the middle of it.
And the thingy, the book we're looking for, is in a chair hanging above. And I don't remember how to get to it. But we gotta go up.
Climb, my pretties. Climb and be amazed at how up you are now.
And this will also allow us to progress Gold Mask's quest.
Oh yeah, there that is.
Things like that.
Did I ever get this?
There.
You probably didn't, unless do you remember if you solved the regression puzzle with the statue?
I don't think I knew about it.
Then you probably didn't get it. There we go, Golden Order Principia, and we're gonna want to give that to
I'm fine.
to Corin and Gold Mask.
Holy
Platforming
moly.
is hard.
Wow, that was a bad stop. Okay.
And the Erdtree bow is up here, so that's a bow for faith people. Like me and Caw. Celestial Dew. Kick that ladder down.
I don't think I'm doing it right.
I will guide you.
I was trying to just jump on the railing and then jump on the root.
No, you go
Yeah,
out, you
that
go
doesn't work.
outside.
My I cannot get myself to stand on the railing.
You go outside
Womp
and then
womp.
to the left.
Oh, you don't even have to climb up there. Principia.
All right. And then from here,
What a strange, upsetting
I'm just
chair.
gonna travel back to the sanctuary so we get downstairs, and then we want to go back to the Colosseum so we can talk to Corin and Gold Mask.
I don't like this fucked up religious sky chair.
Great.
I don't remember the exact easiest way. I think it's just out here. Oop. Didn't mean to push that.
So I was thinking about how like I don't know if there's any tools out there to actually visualize it, but like the vertical interaction box for picking up items like has definitely, thankfully, increased over the series. Because like in Demon Souls, if there's an item that high off the ground, you would not be able to reach it.
Correct.
Like where the chair was relative to you. Like
Yeah.
Well, actually, I wonder if it is taller or if there's bespoke ones where like they lower the interaction from what you see visually. I don't actually know how it works. I got to talk to, I feel like someone like Drop Off would know
Because
more.
they could just cheat.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the mod for putting Majula into Dark Souls 2?
Majula.
I mean, not putting Majula into Dark Souls 2. Majula from Dark Souls 2.
I didn't realize I
Elden Ring?
played it. I didn't realize
No.
I played modded Dark Souls 2.
I did not.
Yes. Someone made Majula like the hub. I mean Drop Off, who I was just mentioning. And it's like actually really impressive because the amount of things they had to do to get working is just kind of like next level.
Did you see the crazy Demon Souls demake mod that someone put out recently?
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
awesome. That shit
Yeah.
ruled.
Like, is it
Hell yeah.
a demake modification of the game's visuals or something? Or is
Yeah.
It's
So
a lot.
it's an overhaul, a visual overhaul of the PS3 version of Demon Souls that makes it look like a PS1 game, including low poly models and like old style like vertex shading and fog of war and stuff. It's
Whoa.
dope. It looks like Kingsfield. It's really interesting.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha. Now it'll look even more starker than it did the first time.
Where are we even going now? Or going back to the
over to
oh,
Corin.
Goldnest.
Defeating the PS5
yeah.
version in the market.
Why is there another gladiator right here? I thought there was only one here.
No, there's two.
Okay.
I ran past them both. So I probably grouped them for you.
You did,
Okay.
and you killed Andrew.
Jesus.
Well, you lost an Andrew again.
I didn't realize there's another one behind us.
There were a few subtle hints, like it being the current topic of discussion.
No, I thought he meant that there was another one that we were fighting at the moment was the second one, but I didn't realize that there was another one coming from behind.
Oop. Out of mana. That'll do that.
Trying to get a little PNG tour.
It's, I mean, you already are halfway there.
Oh yeah, I should switch my fogey.
You're on the right one.
Oh, am I? Okay. It's
Yeah.
been a while.
Yeah, everyone's on the
It's been a
right
while.
Fugi right now. And now that we have the Principia, is Goldmask doing a different pose? Oh, no, he was just glitched out. Alright. I'm going to talk to Corin.
Oh, was that you? Yes, the master is still ceased. And after coming all this way, why now, of all times?
We can give him the prayer book, and we'll give him the Golden Order Principia.
This is a volume of incantation. It's good to see your enthusiasm. Indeed, I will happily take it off your hands.
And then we're going to learn very important incantations, the most important of which is the Law of Regression.
Did you need something else? Who exactly the master? His finger. But the Erd tree. Why must they? We were on the very...
And now I think we just go to the Erdtree Sanctuary again. I think it's just right down here.
Fastest way. That one's gonna be on you. I'm not smart enough.
I will memorize the spell. I think I have what I need for it.
37 int.
Oh
Yeah,
shit, you
it's-
need int for it. I forgot
Yeah,
it's
that's
an int spell.
Yeah, fucked up. Didn't require. Yeah,
Aw.
in incantation. What the fuck?
I will, I can
You
always
can't pull that shit, game.
I can always respec and grab it
How
because
dare
I'm
you.
faith right now. I forgot about needing int for this, so give me a second. I will go over here. How many larval tears do I have? Let me check because that's important. Because if I only have one, then I can't do this, and I need someone to give me one. I have
I got
10.
plenty.
I have 12. Okay, I'm good. Let's see.
Advantages to doing the DLC first. Tons of
Yes.
level tiers.
Renala was being weird. No one sit at a bonfire, please, while I'm doing this. I need to rebirth.
Now.
Okay. This is stupid. I shouldn't have to worry about this, but I'm going to. 37. This up to a random number that doesn't matter. I'm doing a very stupid build right now just while I do this so that I can make sure I have enough mind and int to do this. All right.
Let's see.
Can I use it yet? I can. Oh, but oh, not in this area. All right. Erdtree Sanctuary. All right. This is a cool puzzle. I like it a lot. It's very important. So I'm going to read out the description really quickly. Incantation of the Golden Order Fundamentalists, one of the key fundamentals, heals all negative statuses, dispels special effects, and reveals mimicry in all its forms. The Fundamentalists describe the Golden Order through the powers of regression and causality. Regression is the pull of meaning that all things yearn eternally to converge. So this is one of those things that Muriel was talking about, where he says, like, all things come together. There's no such thing as heresy under the Erd Tree. That's something that Radigan taught us, that we could all become, one, that all sins could be forgiven. And it's under this principle of regression that the Golden Order believed in these things. Is this the way to go? I don't fucking remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was his ideal. But there's immediately one interesting thing about this description, and that should set you off to some of the core kind of messaging about Marika and Radigan in this game. Keith, you're gonna die.
No.
So,
I'm alive.
and it says very specifically, reveals mimicry in all its forms. Now, mechanically, this is used to
one of us turns into a monster when you use it.
dispel things. But right here, this is the important sign. It says regression alone reveals secrets. This is a reference to this spell, and so that's the first clue that you should use this spell here. But also, this ties into that quest that that detail Muriel talked about, where it said Radigan had a secret that a stonemason, a sculptor from the capital, knew, and it kind of hewn into the statue that he created. Obviously, Goldmask and Corrin are wondering who Radigan was. What is all of this? So, if we cast the Law of Regression right here, it dispels the mimicry of the statue, revealing that if you read the message that appears, Radigan is Marika. Now, the most important aspect of this is that Marika is a character that is tied to mimicry. If you remember, the Mimic's Veil, or the what's it called? Grace's Veil? Mimic's Veil, I think is what it's called, was an item that was used by Marika, also known as Marika's Mischief. Marika herself is very directly tied to mimicry. So it was Radigan's principles under mimicry of Marika that would eventually lead to Marika's own sort of regression, her dispelling of her own lies and mysteries. So that's this neat little puzzle, little fact happens right here. I'm not 100% sure why the rest of this isn't happening. I thought that was supposed to move, or that a wall was supposed to open up behind it, but
can regression see why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
It's a taste you can see.
am I remembering where the tomb or where the hidden thing is here wrong?
I have no
Do we
idea.
need to talk to
Does it
Goldmask
open
first?
something?
I don't think we need to talk to Goldmask first. I vaguely remembered there being something else right here after we did that, but maybe we need to go to a bonfire. Either way, we should go talk to Goldmask again, because when we do this, Goldmask will have seen what we did and will awaken to the truth.
Now, do you think Muriel knew this secret specifically, or just that there was a secret?
No, I do not think Muriel knew this secret. In fact, I think this is the most closely guarded secret in the narrative itself. This is, quote unquote, the heresy that would end all heresies. It is the most closely guarded secret in the linchpin of Marika's conquest. So,
Who's keeping that up?
what do you mean?
The illusion that you just dispelled. Who's been keeping that up?
It
It was
wasn't.
just crafted into the
It's
statue.
that
Yeah.
guy. Get him.
It was crafted into the statue. I need to rebuild my character really quick. Oops.
I didn't know you could do that. That's cool.
Yeah.
It was me.
It's very interesting that Muriel would know that there is a secret, but not know what the secret is.
Yes.
Is there new dialogue with Muriel? I honestly can't remember.
I don't think so. I don't
so.
think.
Oh, I wish you could go up to Muriel and be like, "Yo, bro, check out what I found out."
Yeah. It would be dope.
You just ruin her fucking time.
All
I
right.
heard
Did you
I heard
know?
online that one-handing this weapon's actually better because the one-handed heavy is supposed to be really effective because it does multi-hit or something.
Yeah, because it spins. Spin blade. Oh-wee. I do it two-handed because I have a thing that gives me a bonus for swinging with two hands.
Yeah,
And also
I do
big
too.
strength.
And we're also all hoping that a collective blood loss makes us all stronger.
Yeah.
That sounds like some cult shit.
Blood for the
Keith,
blood
I don't want to
loss.
alarm you, but there might be an overall theme in
Blood
this
for the
game.
blood
that might
loss.
al- that-
Is this enough? I think this is probably enough. Yep.
My thanks.
All right, cool. Blah, back to normal strength. Thank God.
Wait, who made the statues then? Somebody knows this secret, and they're not telling.
Yeah, it was the
Yeah.
sculptor who was told to make statues of Ratigan. But you'll notice that there aren't many statues of Ratigan in the game, probably because the sculptor glimpsed this secret of Ratigan's and then was probably silenced or told not to commission any more statues.
But before that, he went to Muriel and said, "Tee-hee, I have a secret, but I'm not telling."
Theoretically, I think the story we're supposed to take from this is a sculptor was sculpting Ratigan, realized this secret, was very unsettled by it, and then went home and said, blah, 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 I think I've glimpsed a horrible secret about Ratigan, and then was probably killed. From there on, the statue remains unfinished, the land isn't populated by more statues of Ratigan, etc.
He's dead as fuck, yo.
I wonder if it's the kind of thing of anytime anyone tries to make a statue of him, that happens.
I was gonna say they should only commission idiots to make the statue. If they're not very smart, they'll not put two and two together. And why does this statue remind me of that other? No.
You just have to
Why do you
carve
even-
an exquisite photorealistic statue of these living people while not looking too close at them. Oh, I see the problem.
But isn't it? Is the example in that like as they're crafting it, every time they do it, it automatically turns into a different statue, or is it you have to like?
Because that would be
actively want
funny.
Okay. That would be kind of funny.
That would be
Oh, yeah.
very
Going back
Eldritch.
to-
Every time I try to capture this person's likeness, it turns into this other person.
Yeah.
Like in Tomy.
Oh yeah.
I read
oh.
Tomy.
Oh, you
I
mean
read Tomy, so
Tomie?
you don't... Tomie.
Yes.
That's why I was.
I was very confused. I was like, "Who's
huh?
Tomie? Tomie Tallarico?"
I don't know. I talk about it. I talk about it with Stephanie all the time, and she's never corrected me. So I think she
Yeah.
also thinks it's just called Tomy because that's what it looks like. It's spelled like.
Yeah, it's Japanese.
You
It's
gaslit her
Tomie.
into thinking that.
Whenever there's an E at the end of a
Listen,
Japanese
is
name.
hard. We're playing Raging Loop together, and they have like relatively long names, and it's like, this is a lot.
They have like rural Japanese names.
Sometimes a single sentence has 3 names and a location in the same sentence, and we were just like sitting like, here we go, like we're
Yeah.
reading a sentence in Dragon Age.
Well-
yeah, no, it's in. Well, I mean, Toaster would know much better, but
Oh,
my limited
oh,
Japanese
Toaster
understanding
exploded.
is you pronounce every vowel unless
Yep.
if it's in E before the I, then that's just a longer
Or a lot of U's.
sound, or if it's in O, yeah, followed by a U, that's just a longer O sound.
Well, sort of.
Right.
So the reason why people say that is because that's how phonetically we would understand it in English. But in Japanese,
Right.
when you have like multiple vowels next to each other, like diphthongs like that, you're just you are saying it. Like for example, I'm
Can I rest at a bonfire?
yeah, you can. Well, hold on. Wait for me to get up. You can. I'm trying to think of a good word, but my brain is just going empty trying to remember Japanese words. So, like the word for movie in Japanese is eiga. So E-I-G-A, eiga. When you pronounce the E and the I, when you think about it, you might tell someone it's just a long E. It's a, but you are saying eiga.
Yeah.
It's just very subtle. It's like
a.
very subtle in there.
Yeah, and same with
AU, John Madden.
the word like for Scarlet, Cole, K-O-U, Cole. People would say pronounce it like it's a long O, but when you're actually speaking Japanese, you're saying Kou, O.
My favorite bouncer's character is named Scarlet.
Probably.
It's like achieved with like a subtle pitch variation rather than like a really distinct like cutoff between the two vowel sounds.
Yeah, I
is what
can't
it sounds like.
interact.
Yeah.
I have to go back to the fucking bonfire again. Ugh.
Oh no, yeah. It's
So
broken.
yeah,
Dangerous guy.
all
Maybe we need to warp away and warp back so the zone reloads collectively or something.
no,
I think
someone
if we just warped back to the site of grace, it'd probably be fine.
yeah, someone sat
opened
at the bonfire probably while I was in an interaction prior, so it makes it so I can't interact with NPCs anymore. I just didn't notice. I
Oh.
could have done it before.
Keith. Oh, Keith teleported. Okay. He's just
Um,
invisible for me.
but yeah, so the thing is that Japanese does have double vowels that are longer and special. So like a name that is really familiar, I think, to some people would be like you might have heard the name before, like Susano O. That is,
yeah.
or the word like Okami. That's not spelled as in like wolf or wolf god. Okami is 2 O's next to each other, but that's different than if it was OU, which would be Okami. Like those are
okay.
there's like a different sound there, and a lot of people don't recognize that or don't know what that is when they see it. That's why when I Romanize Japanese, I'm very specific about which vowels I put next to each other when I do it. Whereas some people might use like an O with a line over it for OO or OU. I always specify if it's an OO or an OU because otherwise it's ambiguous. It's unclear which one I'm referring to. So,
Gotcha. That makes sense.
all right. Let's see. Let's talk to Corin again.
Oh, was that you? Yes, the master is still ceased. And after coming...
What if I just push this guy?
All right, he's got nothing to say. I think we can probably talk to Goldmask real quick. We'll wait for everyone to get here, and we can just all push it at the same time. I don't remember if this is 100% necessary for this next step of this quest, but let's see. Goldmask quest.
Might have brought an angry man here. Let's see.
No,
he's good. He
holding back. He's not interested.
Yeah.
All right.
He's intimidated by Gold Mask.
Let's talk to Goldie. He's going to say one thing. And now we can tell him that Radigan is America. And we should get an emote called Golden Order Totality.
I didn't get that with the book.
Oh no, my controller disconnected again. Come on. Why do you do this?
You failed us
It's always five minutes after stream starts. It happens. Ugh.
Just out to get you. Every time you press that start recording button, you start a timer. Start a timer.
All right.
Start a timer.
What on earth did you do to the master?
Timer, no timing.
Well, not that I'm complaining. Master's finger moves again, resuming his cogitation. More than good enough for me. I haven't the words to thank you. So I'd like to pass this on to you instead. A glimpse into the heart of the Golden Order. Documented by yours truly.
All right. So once I just talked to Corin, I confirmed it, that it passed through. He shouldn't have any more dialogue, but he basically says, Goldmask's finger has started moving again, and I'm writing all his thoughts out. You know, thanks for giving him, for saying whatever you said to him, but I'm going to get famous off of writing down what this ascetic monk is saying.
To think that Radigan was Marika herself. Or
So everyone in the world just knows who
all
this
I
guy
can
is?
interpret from the rhythm and calculus of his
Goldmask?
How would
Yeah.
such a thing
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a legend, bro.
I wonder.
All 10 of the surviving people know him.
Myself.
Yep.
Do you have a
Yeah.
fuller understanding of the matter?
That's wild.
Well, either way, I can continue my documentation. In
How do they
truth, it
hear
matters
about
very
it? Isn't
little
there just,
whether
like-
I understand the master's thoughts or not? I am merely his scribe. It is my
Gold Mask is
sole
pony
and
famous.
unwavering purpose.
So if you talk to Corin again about Goldmask, he just says like, wow, who would have thought that Marika was Radigan the whole time? That's crazy. What is Goldmask going on about with this? And then he kind of pauses for a second. He's like, wait, do you know something deeper about this? And then clearly is frustrated that you stumbled onto something that like technically his religious teaching his entire life has been about. But he quickly dismisses it, saying like, oh, I guess it doesn't matter like what I know. You know, I'm just here to be unwaveringly loyal and write down everything that Goldmask is saying. You know, blah, 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 who cares? But in reality, Corin is kind of like outing himself here as like a total con man, for lack of a better word. Like, Corin believes in this stuff clearly, or was religious enough to believe in it at first. He was put into this pilgrimage and he has the wheel around his neck and the blindfold on because he had visions of fire, which is something that only Golden Order like adherents allegedly had. Granted, that's not too crazy. Everyone in the world basically at this point was in some way a Golden Order adherent. But we learn through his use of fire prayer books and his interest in heresies that maybe he isn't as hardcore into this stuff as he claims he is, and that he's really just trying to look good so that people don't like persecute him. And he goes on this whole quest to seek Goldmask, who's like sort of the religious leader of the Golden Order traditionalists and fundamentalists and stuff. He's a transcendental monk and like a religious leader, and has been for a very long time. He finally finds him, only to learn that like there's this even deeper level of mystery and belief going on here that is sort of going even against what Corrin believed, that also invalidates a lot of the fears he has, or a lot of the persecution that he's experienced. So he's holding resentment about that, which is kind of interesting. And that's where you get the setup for the rest of the quest. So we are done with Corrin and Goldmask for now. They will move again in the near future. I'm trying to think what else we have to do. We beat Morgott at the Elden Throne. Unfortunately, we weren't able to summon Melina for that. But there is something really interesting about that I did want to talk about really quickly. And it's that if you summon Melina for the Morgott fight, she has the same moveset as the Black Knife Assassins. She uses the lesser Erd Tree, the minor Erd Tree incantation that we got in the DLC in America's Birthplace when she dies, leaving behind an Erd Tree that will heal you over time. And she uses a weapon called the Blade of Calling, which is a weapon we can get later. But it is a dagger that is associated with the Newman and possibly Marika herself. So if we needed any more indication that Melina was Mesmer's sister, and that she was, in fact, Marika's second-born, who was burned and killed, possibly for her connection to the flame and for her potential status as the Gloamide Queen. There you have it. That is her in-game attacks and connection on a mechanical level.
Neat.
Very neat.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
really...
actually wild to foreshadow a DLC spell reveal like 2 years early in a single NPC's like moveset.
Yeah.
It was probably already written, right?
Ostensibly, it was cut content, because Euporia, the weapon we got in the DLC, was also cut content. So I do think that the DLC probably reused some of that stuff, but yes, it was from,
The lore's all malleable. They literally reuse monsters from other franchises sometimes. Like, didn't use this guy. This Bloodborne monster is a Dark Souls 3 enemy now.
Now, I'm trying to figure out how to get
Enjoy that lore.
the rolled route through the Elden Throne, I think. I think we're done in the capital for the most part. I don't think there's anything else for us to do right now.
Is it time to play the bad zone?
Let me double check some stuff really quickly. But I think after this, I need to double check a few things that we need to do before we irreversibly change the capital, because that is a point of no return that we will get fucked on if we don't do things correctly.
Reach that mountaintop and actually click on it.
When we actually burn things is when it's a point of no return. So let me double check.
I literally clicked that a little too fast and was like, I really shouldn't have pressed that. I was immediately I really should have done a lap around the place to see what interactions I could have done before then. That's the moment I failed the Gold Mask quest, because I was just got a little too busy following the main route.
I believe we can now go back to Limgrave. I think we can go back to Limgrave and we can move Kenneth. And we can do the Nepheli stuff. Yeah, we can do the Nepheli stuff at the Godric the Grafted site. I think, if it didn't break because of the weird DLC stuff that happened there.
Chesses doesn't actually burn till you kill Malekith. It definitely counts as a point of no return immediately in terms of how much it burned, so I disagree.
I suppose I'm free.
The world state of you burning it definitely happens immediately.
Especially
and
if you're a
fucks you
little
out of
chaos boy.
every single storyline in the game that you haven't done.
Oh, you know what? Nefeli's quest might be broken because of the DLC stuff, the patch that like disabled Gideon's quest from progressing.
Mm.
So that might be a little broken. Let me look around. Kenneth is in Fort Height, so let's go to Fort Height and just see.
Here we are.
See what he's up to.
But this is the point in the game where they should be able to move to Limgrave and we can get an ancient dragon smithing stone or whatever. We can get the final upgrade material that it gives us just for finishing up their quest.
Where's Fort Height?
All the way east in Limgrave.
It's like a coastal castle.
Yeah, you'll see our icons walking around near it.
You only see icons when you're nearby.
On the map? I was seeing it when I was in the capital. I was seeing illusories down here.
Nah. The game freaks out because like it does a thing where you just see people floating in the sky near you and stuff like that. Like usually I can't see people a long distance on the map.
Odd. I just saw.
I had issues not seeing people on the map who weren't close either, so I wonder if it works better for Toaster as host.
Oh, maybe it's working for me as host, yeah, and no one else. Because I can see everyone on the map right now. I just pulled it up and looked at it, and it was fine.
I must begin my search.
I definitely know the point of no return happens the moment you burn and not with Malekith, because being stuck on the brick wall that was Malekith and so on was why I was researching how to get spells that I had missed and realizing that I couldn't fix it. Because the point of no return had already happened, so I was just locked out of most of the main holy spells in a holy build.
I'm baffled because we have moved, as far as I know, we have moved Nefeli everywhere she needs to go. So I'm wondering if it's broken by the DLC patch that disabled Gideon in...
Do you not say anything new?
Kenneth did not. Let me double check some stuff.
Looking for a lord. Oh, right.
Is
Oh,
it
right,
possible
right,
we failed to progress because we couldn't summon someone at some point?
No, that's not.
This quest is funny because it updates
concern.
like 100 years later after such a long gap.
Yeah. Because we gave Nefeli the Stormhawk. Let's see.
Ashes.
In this ash, I can smell the ancient storm. It reminds me of my first hawk. In this ash, it reminds me of...
Yeah, the point of failure is if the player speaks to Melina at the Forge of Giants Site of Grace, triggering the cutscene with the Roundtable Hold before finishing Nefeli's dialogue and defeating the Omen Killer in the village of the Albinauric, she will disappear for good. If you do not give Nefeli the Stormhawk King key item at the Roundtable Hold before you defeat Malekith, she leaves and her questline cannot be completed.
Well, we haven't done Malekith yet, so...
Yeah, weird.
Yeah.
Double checking something. Oh, it's probably because Gideon never gave us... Does anyone have the Arsenal Charm? Can people check their inventory for that? Because I think Gideon's dialogue is all fucked up because of the patch that makes, what's his name, silent.
I don't remember what the Arsenal Charm is.
I have regular +1 and Great Jar.
Okay. I have a bunch of dialogue from Gideon that is now appearing in the menu, so maybe we should come to the Roundtable Hold, talk to Gideon, just get all his dialogue out of the way, and maybe it will update and allow these quests to progress.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Because last time we talked here, this dialogue was not here. It should be unlocated demigods, Mogwin Palace, and about the Lord of Blood's cocoon. So we should do them in that order. Let me know when everyone's ready.
Somebody, I think. Oh, I can't get to the menu yet because it says, "What do you mean a house guest?"
Yeah, I've got the same.
What?
Yeah.
I don't have that either. Or I don't have... Wait.
Let's see what the house guest one does then right now, I guess.
Sure.
Because we need to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't want to talk to me.
Is the house
Yeah.
guest? Have you all talked to Dung Eater?
Maybe.
Because yeah, now he's saying like we've spoken enough or whatever.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Well, for the sake of my playthrough, for the footage, I guess I will go through his dialogue because all we're doing right now is progressing. He's just going to tell me about things that we've already done. So.
There are 4 more demigods yet to be located. Nicola of the Halig Tree, the Unalloyed, his twin, Melania, the undefeated swordswoman, Luna Princess Rani, daughter to Renala, and the one only known as the Lord of Blood. Rani is said to have cast aside her great rune, so here at the Hold, we seek the whereabouts of the remaining 3 shard bearers. If you should learn anything of these matters, I'll trade your findings for a hidden treasure or a long-lost right, known only to me. We both desire to stand before the Elden Ring and become Elden Lord. As such, I hope we are compelled to work together. Oh, so that's where the so-called Lord of Blood was hiding himself, eh? A fitting little squat for that deluded maniac to bleat about the revival of his precious dynasty. While he turns our fella Tarnished into bloody fingers, let him stay there. That way, his delusions will remain as they are, distant and unattainable. But perhaps it's worth looking into. If what I've heard is right, then maybe. Ah, my apologies. Lost myself for a moment there. The information you shared is of great value. As promised, your reward. And it is a wondrous thing
Law
indeed.
of causality.
You are a true fellow. All I ask is that you remain constant. Well, I wonder what comes next. If he continues his slumber within the cocoon, all would be well. But perhaps it would be safer to destroy it. Nicola is the one thing that remains a mystery to me. There are 4 Nicola, his twin, Luna Prince, and
Okay. I think I progressed Gideon, which might progress Nefeli.
Did Dung Eater die while that was happening? Like what was going on here?
No. His
I mean,
model
he
will
looked Okay.
sometimes land on the ground just because the way that he is like he exists in our weird game state, but you can talk to him.
Oh yeah, he set back up.
You have felt the curse. I can smell it on you. The box, yet tender. Apparently my seed bed is ripe and waiting. 'Twas a brief respite, I must say. Go and unshackle my corporeal flesh, trapped in the sewer jail below the capital. I can kill you and defile your corpse. Then the pox will truly be your own. Go and unshackle. Trapped.
Okay. Now we can kill Dung Eater beneath the capital if we want to go do that.
Oh.
That's fun.
Yes, let's go kill him.
Yeah, we should definitely go kill him. Now, I'm also going to sit at
It's
a bonfire.
quite the
real
opposite to have
quick.
someone just say, like, I could kill you if you want.
Defile your corpse.
Defile your corpse. Sounds like a good time if you ask me.
All right, let's check on Nefeli now and see if she fucking moves. Where'd you go, girl? We also got Law of Causality from Gideon. One of the incantations of the Golden Order Fundamentalist, key fundamentals, manifests a small ring of causality within that allows the caster to automatically retaliate upon receiving a certain number of blows. The fundamentalists describe the Golden Order through the powers of regression and causality. Causality is the pull between meanings, that which links all things in a chain of relation.
In this ash, it reminds me.
Okay, so she's just going to sit there and not move, which is fine.
I can't even talk to her.
Yeah, it's probably because I rested while someone was talking to someone. Let's see. Go back to not Forsaken Depths. I don't remember where we need to go specifically to fight
the
Dung
closest
Eater.
one.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah, I'm forgetting too.
I'm really feeling like the third wheel in this party.
Let's see.
Probably it's somewhere in the subterranean shunning grounds somewhere. Let's see.
Oops. Nope, don't do that.
Underground roadside site of grace.
Roadside.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where I was just looking at.
My game crashed. Ah.
Spin to win.
All right.
I'll
The
teach him.
3 Blendketeers.
All right. So we're gonna want to go back to the flower section, which is
Will it blend? The answer is always yes.
we go forward and then we hop down the grate down here.
Oh. That guy almost kicked my ass.
He's still coming.
That's all right. We'll figure it out.
He's got time.
Yeah. I do damage now. It's weird.
Rats.
These rats have more health than the enemies in the capital.
Wahahaha. Poison.
What a fart. I'm out of here.
Wow! Flower used headbutt. It's very effective.
Remember, they will laser you off the ladder.
Yeah, so we have to kill them. Oh, I did damage to me.
Psych. We don't have to do nothing.
That did damage to me again.
Blend. Blend.
Get him.
Blend.
Oh,
It has to die eventually.
Coming for us. Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Good.
Got him.
Them having visceral attacks is very funny.
Ow. Oh, yeah.
This would suck. Hell yeah.
Oh, God.
He bled.
Yeah.
He finally bled. I didn't think they could. They were
Can
just
you make a plant
they were just
bleed?
like they're just refusing to bleed. I blended the last one for so long.
They sapped all over you.
Yeah.
Technology exists.
Oh, I'm gonna sap.
I still have regression equipped, but I can't use it anymore, so I have to use an item to heal myself from the poison.
Oh yeah, poison.
So annoying.
Whoops.
Careful of finger
Does regression
creepers.
cure poison.
Yes, law of regression cures all status effects. It reverts your character into their base status. So it will also remove buffs, I believe.
The fact that you can just change your lock on target while in blender mode to just continue on to a different enemy is very funny.
All right.
Never stops. Never
Sewer
stop
jail.
blending.
That's right. Here we go.
Time to die, dude.
Wait for him to finish talking.
Is that him?
That's him, yeah.
Everything that matters to
She could use a Snickers.
for generations to come. I am the Dung Eater, a scourge upon the living. Who are you?
Leave your jail, we yell at him.
I've been here long enough. I will kill again and defile each corpse with care. Just to be sure that when they're reborn, they'll be cursed, along with their children and their children's children, for all time to come.
He's got a little chin beard and long brown hair.
Again, just to be sure they'll be
All right. So he says he's going to kill a bunch of tarnished, a bunch of people who are just still alive, to defile them and kill their kids and curse their kids until, you know, he's basically the inverse of the Bloodborne Fisherman's Hamlet, where he's just saying, fuck these guys. He will invade us later We need to leave
got big
him
lips.
alone right now and go back to the round. I'll go back to the round table hold to look at his. He leaves a message for us just on the floor. But
you can click your camera into his head. Oh, he's hitting his head against the wall again.
yeah, he's just a weird long-haired guy.
Yep.
That's all he
Got
is.
a little chin beard.
Yep. So he leaves him.
Oh, that's a mask.
That means he's shaving underneath there.
So, or he just grows
He's-
patchy
he-
facial hair.
It can only grow it on his chin.
So he leaves a message that says, "I'll defile you next. Come to the outer moat." And I believe he's just talking about the lands outside the capital in the outskirts. Which
Follow you next. Come to the outer moat. That sounds like a message someone probably sent me on Grindr.
Damn.
Where is it? There's a place we can go to.
Come prepared.
Where the fuck is it? Capital outskirts is where we want to go to. I just don't remember where the actual thing is.
Do we want Capital Rampart?
No. He it's like near the Altus Plateau and Altus Highway Junction point. I just can't remember exactly where he invades us here.
I
Let's
thought he
see.
invaded us in the pond by the sealed tunnel.
Possibly. That's possibly true.
I feel like he attacks us like in the moat of the capital.
Yeah, he says outer moat, so it's anywhere along this area. I'm just saying that like this region is the capital outskirts. So I'm trying to figure out.
Should we warp to the sealed tunnel and just head out from there?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I was gonna go to Outer Wall Phantom Tree, but sealed tunnel's probably fine.
That sounds right. It's fuzzy to me, too, exactly where he invades. Oop. This way's the way back out.
We
So
might
is he like? No.
we might need to disconnect so that we can host an invader and just deal with it, but we will see. He might be a special invader. I'm
find
not
out
sure.
who can defeat him quickly and who can't.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What were you gonna say, Andrew? Is what I was gonna say.
I was gonna ask: Is he does he season the dung before he eats it? Is there like a little salt? pepper on
I
it?
think
Or-
he's.
Sriracha?
I think he eats it raw, like an oyster, and I
Bro.
think.
Oh my god.
Why did you specify like an oyster?
Because he's on paleo.
Yeah, he's just doing shooters.
What does that mean?
I think the big thing is that he's eating your soul. I think that's kind of what his.
How do you
his
eat
deal
dung
is.
like an oyster?
Straight
Oh
from
boy,
the
this is gonna
shell?
help
I don't
me.
know. Wow, this
Loudly.
that was super weird. That spirit spring just sent me straight up in the air with no momentum, and I did not jump to where I needed to
Yeah.
go.
It kind of happened to me
I
as
saw
well.
that. That was very funny.
What the
It's
fuck is
happened to me
happening?
again.
Like,
I think.
hi.
There we go. Yeah, I don't remember where he actually invades.
The spring cannot be trusted.
We found a couple of guys.
Well, this part of the moat is a full-ass lake, so it's not going to be there.
Is it down where Boiled Prawn guy moves you?
It might. Actually, yes, I think it is.
'Cause he defiles the prawn guy, right?
Yeah, if you don't save him ahead of time.
Not the prawn guy.
But I
He
don't.
hasn't moved yet.
Yeah, I think his quest is broken for us.
Oh.
No, this is my only hope to finally see prawn guy's quest.
There's no real quest there. He just moves and then dies.
Oh,
That's like all it is. Yeah.
well, he offers prawns.
That's many quests.
Yeah, that's why you don't want him to die, is because he offers prawns, which are really, really useful items.
Yeah, I never got a single prawn. He just told me to fuck off for my entire playthrough, and I never had any feedback as to how to change that. Like, cool. All right, see you later, that guy.
Yes, so he is up here. I put down a marker for where he should be.
Which number?
One.
One.
One. Okay.
I almost made it there the slow way.
Big moon.
Giant archers. It is dark here.
Yeah, there's items I forgot to
Doesn't
pick
it?
up here last time we came through. A golden rune. Yummy. I almost died by falling off a cliff. I'm gonna die from falling off a cliff. Nope. I didn't. Yay.
Oh, hello. You almost got me there, bud. Okay.
You're fine. Let's hang out with your new crab friend.
There's a boiling prawns pot and 2 different corpses in the chair.
Nice.
Like that for him?
We need
Yeah,
that.
he does look like he's eating his entire
I'm
ass.
about to get
So I guess
that.
there's the oysters.
Yep.
Do you see that, Chaka?
I do.
Oh, he finally
The
did
two
move.
the two
Okay.
mummies. And there's no sign of the prawns guy, just his prawns.
Oh no, Blackguard is right here. I'm talking to him right now.
What is it
Oh.
now? Oh,
Dung
Dung
Eater
Eater's
is invaded.
invaded.
all right
Yep.
then.
Here we go.
I could be persuaded to say
Oh
some
my
other
god,
words
he
too.
really is eating his ass. What the hell? What are you
Oh.
doing?
Oh, I'm gonna die.
I mean,
Oh, Dung Eater.
how else do you think dung
Alright,
eating
well,
works?
Sort the particulars
Well,
of the matter, but it ain't
Sure, but I
my
thought
fault
like they
she's
were dead
stupid enough to
first.
get
I thought he
Jews.
just killed him and scooped it out or something.
No, that's
I
his
didn't think he was
attack.
like,
Look,
Just
she ain't
scooped
lying.
it out.
yeah, you know.
That's how you get into an ass, is with a
Someone
scooping
wanna taste
motion.
the prawn, couldn't we make good mates, so I'll be seeing you.
Well, they're already dead. You don't have to be delicate.
Marika's tits.
I don't think he's delicate when
You
they're
must be
alive.
hungry. You're tarnished
Well,
too, ain't
obviously,
you?
if he's just like
Then he's
fucking
eaten.
breaking their neck while he sits on
The
them,
guidance
damn.
of grace, I mean.
This
guy's even tied to the chair.
Admirable.
Cruel bloody joke, you ask me. Maybe something went tits
Yeah,
up
there
with
he
it.
is.
Maybe he's been broke for a good long time.
I think he was the second
The
body. I
entry,
think
I'm
he's not a
saying.
body anymore, and now he's alive.
Yeah. And he'll sell you
I-
prawns, and he'll talk
About
to you.
55 prawns.
I bought the 60 prawns, so
I bought 436 prawns.
very useful. So sinister greatsword fashioned from a giant's backbone, the sword of Milos, meets out wounds like a lopsided saw blade and restores some FP upon defeating an enemy. Milos was undersized for a giant and was viewed as sullied and terribly grotesque. So again, just that connection between and Dung Eater and curses and anyone who has ever been sort of prejudiced against. That's kind of his whole deal. So even though he's a horrible person who is a serial killer and steals people's souls and eats them out from their bodies, he also kind of believes that the root of all suffering is that not everyone is suffering. And if he can bring suffering to the world, then he will create a better world. That's his logic.
Okay, I can see it.
And then he goes
see
after
the
this
vision.
guy for subjugating prawns.
Damn. Well, who am I to judge?
All right. So we did that. Let's see.
I'll judge.
Do you think this
Let
guy
them
like
have
had
prawns.
opportunities to get like a new shirt that wasn't as like torn open, but he's like, it's not going to show off my chest hair as much. Like it's like that's why he knows what he's doing.
That is
I mean,
significant chest hair.
Sex sells, and he's clearly selling prawns.
Let's see. Hold on. I need to look at some stuff.
The prawns are an aphrodisiac.
I need to look
I'm
for.
sure someone believes that.
He's like, come meet me at my love shack, but it's the boiled prawn shack.
My love shack. Love shack, baby.
He's here to shuck.
I am looking for a site of grace called Lake Facing Cliffs. Where is that? Here we go. Liurnia of the Lakes.
Are we following you?
You can come to. I'm doing some Reddit troubleshooting to try and push Nefeli forward.
Oh, nice. Good call.
People are saying for some
if it
reason
never
after beating
does?
Morgott, these characters won't move unless you sit at the lake facing cliff site of grace.
Oh, that is completely
Yeah.
unhinged. Oh my god.
Yeah, but
Oh
like
my
there's
God.
102 replies saying, "Yeah, this fixed it for me."
Wow.
So,
What the fuck?
Fingers crossed.
yeah.
Where?
Should we all sit there?
It's
Yeah,
at the
it's
very
probably a good
bottom
idea.
of Liurnia.
Yeah, literally the southernmost Liurnia site of grace. It's just the outside
Okay.
the Godric boss room.
Fucking crazy. They're all moved. All of them moved. They should be now all in the Godric the Grafted
Was it the
site.
Seaside Ruins?
I think I remember
Lake-facing
reading about
cliffs.
this. This does ring a bell now. Yeah, what the fuck?
Yep, and Gostock is gone, so we should be able to talk to Kenneth and Gostock and Nefeli. Yep, they're all in the throne room. What the fuck?
I'll just go there, I guess. I can't find the lake-facing cliff.
It was
the
directly
one where
above
we
it.
First met Hayata.
Yeah, it's literally right above Godric the Grafted. It is the bottom of Liurnia next to Stillwater Cave.
Yeah, Keith, come on.
All right, let's talk to Nefeli. Oh, it doesn't
I
let
have no
me.
idea.
We need to wait. Hold
There's
on.
there's so many fucking waypoints.
Everyone sit at the site of grace for a second. We should all sit at the grace because it's all of our prompts are being fucked up by the fact that we're all teleporting at the same time. Illusory, why'd you go to the Table of Lost Grace?
Oh, where were you going for the updated
Surprise.
Nefeli location?
Godric the Grafted. They're in the throne room
Oh,
now.
da-da-da.
Yeah. It
That-
just
that's right.
progressed them. I have no idea why that one specific fireplace. Everyone sit at the grace together.
Keith, come back.
we need
Did.
yeah, it's not about
we need
just
to
doing
all
it
wait
once.
until
We
we're all
we
here
need
together.
all of us to be at the grace at the same time and then exit the grace at the same time to make sure we're all at the same game state. All right, we should be able to get up now and go talk to them.
Let's go.
All right, let's talk to Nefeli first. 3, 2, 1.
It's been some time. I must
Yeah,
thank
it's
you
been.
for your aid. I told Father I would be with him no longer. I remembered the vow I took when I first became a warrior, so many moons ago. This land is much like the one from which I hail. I will call upon the storm to drive away the foulness that has settled on the winds.
So that's cool. Now we can talk to Gostock. I don't think he has much to say.
Ah, you, is it? Haven't seen your mug in quite some time. As you can see, I'm the new lady's attendant. Freedom was worth squat. Besides, I like it round here. Lady Nefeli still fair of heart and countenance.
Bro, what is this? What is this, like, high-level tier 3 simp behavior? Get out of here.
And now we can
He
talk
sells
to
an
Kenneth.
ancient dragon smithing stone.
He does.
Ah, nice to see you after so long. Safe and sound, I take it, yes? Good. Ah, quite. I have indeed selected a new ruler. Lady Nefeli is strong and just, worthy of the burden of Limgrave's lineage. Such is the sincere opinion of I, Kenneth Height, no less. For the time being, I share command of the castle with my lady. But I plan on returning to my fort afterwards, at which time I can fulfill my old promise by raising you to the glory of knighthood. I hope it is just as wonderful as you imagine. For the time being, at which time I hope it.
Farewell. I will remain to summon the storm, but your guidance and your fight surely lie elsewhere.
Nice. All right, and I'm gonna cash in some.
Yeah, you'll want to
souls.
exhaust dialogue with her again if you haven't already, because
Yep.
she will give you a thing.
Yep.
I will
She's
remain
like,
your
"I'll stay
guidance
here,
surely
bye."
lie-
Yeah, I think it's because you exhausted it. It gave it to all of us.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
well then.
What is he selling?
20k. I need way more souls for that. Oh well. I guess I can sell some stuff to him if I really want to.
Well then.
Oh no, I
He
can't.
won't buy things.
He won't buy things. The
He's
asshole.
an asshole.
God damn it. Well, we did their
Should've
quest.
spent all my money on prawns.
This is my first time
Like most characters,
actually
he does hate you.
completing this quest, because when I played, this quest was broken and you couldn't progress it. It got patched in after I beat the game twice.
Yeah.